welcome. If you're new to our channel, what's up? How you doing? We are the Sammie Nicole and FeeFee show, and on our channel, we love to discuss all things love, life, relationships, a little bit of pop culture as well. From both the Millennial perspective, myself, and the Gen X perspective, my oh so beautiful mother. We typically like to go live each and every Thursday and Saturday night, 7 p.m. ish. Eastern Standard Time, heavy on the ish. So if you like our channel, you like what we stand for, please be sure to first like this live, and then second, make sure you subscribe. When you subscribe to the channel, please make sure you select all for the notification bell, so that way you can get notified each and every single time we go live. Okay, you can get notified each and every single time we go live. Also, if you know any people who might like our content, please go ahead and share it with any family and friends. Please share it. Also, if you're interested in exclusive Gen X content, my beautiful mother FeeFee has her own YouTube channel. The link to that channel is down in our description box. Also, if you're interested in any good Amazon finds, we do have our own Amazon storefront. The link to that is in our description box. We also have our own merch. Everything we say is allegedly, so please make sure you click the link and the description. Click the link that's in our description box, excuse me, and you can access that as well. Yeah, so those are kind of like our announcements, our church announcements. Let's see, let's go ahead and get our disclaimers out because we got to talk about it. So first things first, everything we're gonna be saying tonight is allegedly. Everything we saying tonight is allegedly. Child, even our names are allegedly. Okay. Second, all individuals are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law. All individuals are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law, okay? And I'm going to run it back again. Everything we're saying tonight is allegedly, because why? Like our good sis Bridget says, we don't know these people, okay? We don't know these people. All right. Hey, Toya. Toya said, baby, I was waiting on y'all. Here my girls are. What's up? Your girls are here. Okay. Shout out to all of our bill payers. Do we have any bill payers in the chat? Okay. Make sure you like this live if you're watching the replay. Hey, what's up? Thank you so much for watching the replay. We appreciate you so much. Please make sure you hit the like button down below. If you're watching this live, in the upper right hand corner, click on the three dots to hit the like button, or simply double tap the screen. Hey, Sanders RN23, what's up, beautiful? Hey, KM Fog. Toya said, I'm still trying to cool off from the phone call from prison just dropped. Tonight, we gonna talk about this pimp talk. We gotta get into this pimp talk because the pimping is strong. I don't like the ninja, but the pimping is strong. And I'm you know, I'm a very, you know, balanced person, so I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. The pimping is strong, and I'm gonna let you go ahead and get us started.
Yeah, I heard what he said. Shut your look. I need for you to shut your mouth. Now, that letter you sent me, that's some boo. This is what I need for you to do. Now, them folk need to go on. He said, them folk need to go on. He said, I want you in my life. I need to talk to you every day. You just like my coffee.
You make the day better.
You make the day better.
When I don't talk to you, it mess things up. It messed the day up. He said, she the best part of my day. She the best part of his day. That's deep right now. That's deep. That's deep, y'all. What did y'all think about that? Sanders R23 said, I felt bipolar for a moment. I went from laughing to upset in seconds. How did y'all feel about that?
Yeah, and then she go on to talk about Shirley. Say Shirley need to step her game up. She need to stop being so soft. He said, them folk ain't like that. You don't worry about them folk. She said, Shirley weak for not taking care of her man. She said, I love you and I want to be with you. She said, I told you that 2 years ago in that RV when I was getting smut out.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
She was getting smut out in that RV. We said we weren't going to talk about her no more, but we got to talk about that. She was in that RV.
2 years ago, from 2022. That was in 2022. So she been in that RV, y'all.
She went back and forth First she wasn't in it, then she only seen him a couple of times, and wasn't nothing deep to being in that RV. I think Blow Pop is Debbie. That's when he was calling Debbie Blow Pop, and then he graduated to Balloon Pop. Let me see. Sanders R23 said, well, he did what he was allowed to do. He could not ever speak to me like that. Ever.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He didn't give a damn about Shirley.
Damn.
Nesto didn't give a damn. He didn't like Shirley.
No, he didn't.
He couldn't stand Shirley's ass.
He couldn't stand her.
He couldn't stand her.
And it's sad.
He was just using Shirley for what she was worth. He couldn't stand her. Some of them folks, when Dion, the call with him and Dion and Sonya, Shirley wanted to get a car. Some of them folks get her little Mini Cooper and go sit her ass down somewhere and fuck what these folk out here talking about. Oh, that's all she need here. I got a bigger fish to fry. I need $500,000 to get my ass up out of here. Fuck Shirley in a car. She get her look one of them goddamn little Mini Coopers. That's about all she can get, because the rest of the goddamn money I need for me.
Pretty much.
She gonna sit her old ass down somewhere.
He basically said, suck it up, Buttercup. Get your a Mini Cooper and put the rest of your money towards my defense. Wow. Wow.
Them folk weak. Them folk call me about a roach. Them folk weak.
Them folk call us a roach, can you kill it? Them folk
weak. She weak. She can't even do nothing for herself. She weak. I'm in here and still gotta try to do stuff for her.
Hey, call me darling. Can you imagine that? Going out of your way for somebody and they mad and they want you to have the bare minimum? Talking about this is the type of time where you need to be riding around in a car with a horse on it. This ain't the time to be riding in nothing flashy, nothing nice. Them folk out here robbing, taking stuff. This ain't the time for all of that. The hatred he had for her and the jealousy, it's almost like he wanted to see her struggle.
Mm-hmm.
That is so dangerous, y'all. How we can be in relationships with people that really want to see us fail in life. This dude, if he wasn't benefiting from it, he didn't give a crap how she was doing.
No.
At all. That is so dangerous to me, y'all. Like, wow. You don't want me to be able to maintain my standard of living. You irritated that I'm uncomfortable and that I'm having to sleep in somebody's guest room and I don't have a car and because I don't want to drive your big old truck. And you feel like, well, you've had to struggle.
Truck that she didn't know nothing about. The truck that she didn't tell him to get, that she was paying the car note on. That truck.
Yeah, that truck. Y'all, be careful, y'all. Please, just lesson in love. Please be careful. Be careful, because Shirley Strawberry was literally sleeping with the enemy. Mm-hmm. Why would you want me to be down bad and struggle because you've had to struggle in life?
Mm-hmm.
Why should I have to struggle? Why should I have to go without? Because you've made poor choices in your life. And you've had to go through being incarcerated for long periods of time and have to live in survival mode. Mm-hmm. And so you chastising me and talking about me because I'm upset that I can't maintain my standard of living that I worked hard for.
I work hard for.
She was in the game for what, 20, 25 years at that point. And you mad at her because she has a certain standard and she don't want to drive around in a certain vehicle. Now, maybe it may have been above her means. Who knows? Mm-hmm. But you don't get to decide that. Not when you behind bars and you can't pay for your own legal defense. You can't talk that cash-ish because you need her.
Right.
Yes, CCB. He was trying to scare her into buying a Mini Cooper.
Yes.
When he know doggone, like, and even Sonya knew better. When people care about opinions, she's not gonna want to drive around in that. She's not gonna want that. And why should she? Why should she? how can you check me about anything when, Ninja, you need my hard-earned money in order to pay for your legal defense?
Yeah.
You have no rights.
Yeah. None whatsoever.
And hell, the least you could do is kill a roach for me. That's the least you could do. I'm the one taking care of everything. I'm the one funding these little fake little companies that you got going on. You should.
Mm-hmm.
It's the least you could do. I mean, just the aggravation that he felt, just the animosity. It's like with Sonya, he could just finally let it rip. That's just dangerous. How you could be on the phone with somebody, oh, love you, honey. Did you pay for this? Did you get that? And then get off the phone with them and talk crap about them. This was a traumatic experience for Shirley, as it would be probably any woman. And rather than you giving her grace, you chastising her about it. But then you still want her money.
Yep. Still want her money. Get off the phone talking to Sonya and get on the phone and talk to Shirley.
Let me see. Sanders RN23 said Nesto has no respect for hard work. All of his income came fast and went fast. No respect.
None.
No respect. And you know what? Another point, this is why you have to date on your level. I know this is an unpopular opinion, especially with us being black women. We tend to get scrutinized and shunned and lashed out at when we start talking about that. But this is why you date people on your level.
Yeah.
This is why you date people who have similar mindsets as you. Because Shirley got with a man that came from struggle.
Yep.
And all he knows is how to survive, how to hustle, how to finesse.
Mm-hmm.
He don't know no other way of life. He don't know anything about hard work. He pontificates and puts on airs like he knows what hard work is, but he really doesn't. He just doesn't. And it's just important to date people who are about something.
Yeah.
It really is. And most importantly, also dating on your level, like people who like you back. That's a big thing too.
Because he damn sure didn't like her.
He didn't like her. He didn't like her. He liked what he did for her, what she did for him, and he thought that she was a nice person. But Dre was right. He didn't love her.
Mm-mm.
He didn't love her. Mm-mm. The fact that you are upset that she's uncomfortable with being in lack, and you're like, well, get over it. Like, get over it. This ain't the time. Mm-hmm. That in itself shows that you don't love her. You don't care about her being comfortable. And the few times that you were on the phone, you know, trying to check on her and make sure she was safe, that was performative. It wasn't genuine.
No.
He was playing a role with Shirley.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't being his authentic self. On the phone, he made like, oh, I told them folk who I was up front, but you didn't really show her your true self. You still wore a mask.
He wore a mask. Yep, he did. And then he played it like he liked her too because he needed her money.
Yeah.
He needed her money. Sonya ain't had no damn money.
Hit the like button, y'all.
She was so in love with him. Oh my goodness. All that. I love you and I'm afraid. You need to go be with her. And this is not healthy for me. No, girl, it ain't. You knew better. She knew better. She just desperate too. Another desperate woman.
She was desperate for real, for real.
Thirsty for him.
And she did know better. That's why she sent him that letter.
She knew
she
better.
Was scared. She was scared. And she should have just listened to her intuition and left him alone.
She should have left him alone 2 years prior to 2022.
Yeah.
I told you the same thing 2 years ago. You told us you didn't meet him until what? 20 what?
She said it 2020.
She did? Okay.
Yeah. But she said she had only seen him a few times and talked on the phone.
Yes, very embarrassing.
Let me see. CCB said, I swear this makes me want to be single.
Yes.
Sanders RN23 said, exactly. He could be as diabolical as he wanted to be with Sonya. He has to hold that back with Shirley. Yeah. So you weren't really being the big bad, I keep it real, I keep it trill boss like you portray yourself to be. Comedy Donna said, the more and more I listen, I'm starting to believe there's more to this marriage. Something is just strange about this whole thing. It's very strange.
Yeah.
Sanders RN23 said, Nesto was a scammer who talks about living with roaches and roaches coming out of couches as a grown individual.
Yeah, just
Toya
crazy.
said that woman was homeless and he still wanted to bleed her dry.
Yes. He didn't care. He didn't care nothing about her, like where she was living, nothing. He just wanted her money to help him.
And that's another thing. Okay, if you knew what type of woman she was, you studied her. Why be agitated when she shows you who she is consistently? You knew that she liked nice things.
Mm-hmm.
So, that's why I'm looking at him too. It's like you mad at her for being who she is. No grace for her.
None.
And I'm like, if you knew you wanted a around the way, down home girl, you should have got you with a Sonya from the beginning. But you was looking at that money and you was looking at that status. And that's what you get. And that's why you at where you at. And I really wish she wouldn't have gave us nothing. And I'm so happy she never went down there to visit him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad she listened to him and didn't go down there. I really am. Let me see. Sanders Iron 23 said, FeeFee and Sammie, after you heard this call, what would you tell Sonya? Ooh, that's a good question. I would tell her, well, first a song come to mind. What's the song? Babe, I love you. You're my everything. You're my main squeeze.
Babe, I love you. You're my everything. You're my main queen.
And we would tell her, girl, you down bad. You down bad. And you are the bottom of the year.
Tell her you stupid.
You stupid.
You too old to be so stupid.
Yeah.
And go do better about your life.
Yeah.
Go do better. Do better at this age. Do better. Don't you want better for yourself in your 50s?
Yeah, I would tell her you are pathetic.
Pathetic.
And you are what's holding black women back.
Yeah, you the problem.
You are the reason why these ninjas think they can do us any kind of way and we'll just stand by them. You are a part of the problem. That's what I would tell her too, Sanders RN23.
Yes.
What would the rest of the people in the chat and the people that's watching the replay, what would you tell Sonya after y'all heard this call?
She is in love with him. Even recently,
obsessed.
He sent her text messages for Valentine's Day. She is in love with him. She think he love her. She think Nesto like her. And he don't like her ass either.
No.
Nesto is not the type of man that you fall in love with.
Ooh, say that again. Let's talk about that.
See, when as a woman, you got to know what type of man you fall in love with. You got to put them in categories. Mm-hmm. Each man goes into a category.
Got to compartmentalize them.
Right. And that's not the type of man you want to be booed up with. And love on.
That's somebody who, if you decide to, you hunch and you kick it with and you go on about your business. You see what the long barrel hitting for, if that's what you want to do.
A good time.
You punch it.
Nothing but a good time, maybe. If that.
That's not the type of man you look for love. Because Nesto is incapable of love.
Right. Because he's never
incapable.
Received love.
Right. And he's lived such a harsh life. Such a dysfunctional life. He really don't know how to connect with people on a deep and intimate level. Mm-hmm. He's incapable of loving somebody. Like being romantic love.
Yeah.
He just don't have it to give. He's too damaged. He's damaged. That's what you call spoiled goods. He's damaged. Yes, I said it.
Yeah,
he's damaged.
He had that RV for one purpose only, not for nobody to get on there and fall in love with him. She wasn't supposed to fall in love on the RV. She was supposed to
keep it pimping.
Keep it pimping. Do what she do what he do, and that's that. Get out your head. Get out your feelings.
Get out your emotions.
Yes.
Let me see what y'all saying. Thank you, Natasha. She said, you two look beautiful. Yes, you are beautiful as well. Thank you.
You are beautiful too.
CCB said she should have left him alone when she found out he was married.
Yes.
And she knew what she was doing was wrong. She lied on Manny Live, talking about some, well, at that time, after we did what we did, I didn't really see him as married. You know, I didn't know at first. And then she said, well, I didn't really see him as married at that point. But obviously you did see him as married, because that's why you had the nerve to send him that letter telling him, this is too much for me. I need to take a step back, and I need to let your wife step up to the plate and intervene.
So she knew Shirley's position.
And she was insecure about it.
When she felt like she needed to pull out.
Yeah.
But when she was on that RV, she didn't recognize Shirley's position then.
No.
She wasn't concerned that he had a wife then.
That wasn't no problem.
That wasn't no problem.
Let me see. Toya said, I don't like Sonya, but the way he talked to her on this call was out of line. It was like how a pimp talked to one of his girls.
And she liked that. Sonya, that made her feel like he loved her even more.
It was like, yes, daddy. Like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, yes, daddy put me in check.
Toya, she wasn't offended by that. That was love. That was her love language.
Yeah, that's just how he talks.
She loved that. That made her feel like she was special.
Yeah. Sanders RN23 said, I so agree. I felt like she needed to know that she is special as she is, and don't settle, sis. Yes.
Yeah.
Palmer Darling said, at Toya, it was pure foolery. He was trying to lay down the pimp law and it flatline.
Mm-hmm.
I would have asked, what the F are you talking about? Natasha said, the best song you can do is Nesto. She is worthless and dumb. Call Me Down said, Nesto may really want the Bucci cat, allegedly. Sanders RN23 said, not the type of man you even want to kick it with, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You carrying STDs with all them roaches. Hey, Dr. Charles. She said, I'm listening to you on my drive home. Hey, CCB said, I wish we had more insight on his childhood. You know what, CCB? I wouldn't be surprised if he was probably abused. Whether it be physically or, you know, emotionally, verbally, maybe be sexually. You never know. Toya said, what is his obsession with roaches? Because he probably grew up with some.
Because he grew up with some.
Yes,
I'm quite sure
in the country.
Did.
Yeah. CCB said, remember at the beginning of the call, she swore she was P and doesn't get her feelings over a man. Yeah, and that's pretty much how she portray herself on the lines with Manny. Like, I'm not in my emotions. But in the beginning, you were. And you were wanting to be with this man. And I think, too, y'all, I think that she knew that letter was going to upset him. And she sent him that letter like a temperature check. Like, okay, let's have a real conversation. You know how sometimes when you with a man and y'all get into an argument, or maybe you feel like he's not giving you enough attention or enough affection. So, you know, maybe you'll say things like, well, maybe we don't need to be together, or maybe I'll just go on and do this. You know, basically trying to pull some emotion out of him. You know, you trying to, how he gonna respond, trying to pull his chain to check his temperature and see, okay, how emotionally invested is this man into me? You know, if I, display my discomfort, or I'm displeased with something in our relationship, and I, fake like I'm getting ready to leave, or I'm getting ready to walk away, will that bring him closer to me? They pretty much calling in dating the push-pull method. You know, when you're pursuing a person and putting your energy and time into them, and you feel like they're not, returning the favor, or you're unsure if they feel the same way about you, so you pull back a little bit, so that they'll push towards you. And that's basically what she was doing. That's why she sent him that letter. So him responding the way he responded, that's why she was like, I'm speechless. I don't know what to say. Because it made her feel like, okay, this man is emotionally invested in me. This, I'm not in this by myself. Right. He does like me. He does care about me, because, he's checking me, and that's what he was doing. He was confronting her, but he was also checking her about sending him that letter, and that made her feel like you said, he does care about me. There is love there. But I just needed to send this letter to him to check his temperature, to make sure that he really needs me. and he really wants me in his life. I need to
and
hear
it's called the push-pull method.
Yeah, it's a push-pull method. So you'll see that a lot of times where, another example, I was, there was this guy in college, in undergrad, that liked me, but I ain't like him.
Who was that?
Girl, he was kind of corny to me. Nice looking guy, but he was just weird and corny to me. So, you know, he was really pursuing me, and I was just friend zoning him like, yeah, you know, you cool, but no.
What year was this?
Girl, you guys stay focused. But anyway, so he pursuing me, right. And I'm like, you know, you cool, but I'm playing him to the left because he wasn't really my speed. You know what I'm saying? And he was pursuing me hard. He was very consistent. But eventually, he started pulling back, right? He stopped showing me as much attention, stopped coming by as much, you know, with the little gifts here and there. And I'm like, what is going on? Like, hello? I mean, you're supposed to be here worshiping me. What is going on? He pulled back, and that pushed me closer towards him. Because I was like, because he had went like a couple of days without talking to me. He used to call me all throughout the day. Good morning, beautiful. Hey, how you doing? Let's go to the dining hall. Blah, 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 blah. And then he stopped. And I was like, what is going on? I ain't heard from Mackenzie. His name was Mackenzie.
Mackenzie.
And I'm like,
Mackenzie.
baby, you don't know everything. Let that go.
I'm trying to
And I was like, what is going on with Mackenzie? But he was doing the push-pull method. And it wasn't until, you know, a couple of days later that, of course, I reached out to him. And he finally returned my call. And we started talking again. He was like, yeah, I was using the push-pull method on you. My homeboy said to stop sweating you so much and to fall back and let you come to me. And it worked. And I think that's essentially what Sonya was trying to do. She was trying to let Nesto know, like, I'm a pull back. You know, I'm too involved in this. It's just too much for me emotionally. I just need to do what's best for me. And that pulled him in closer. Like, no, I need you. I know. And that's why he said, if you had the money, I would be out by now. If you had the money and the power, I know I would be out by now. But you can only do so much.
Right.
So he say, you just be the mouthpiece, and we're going to let Shirley worry about being the bank. You focus on your lane. I know you can do but so much. But Big Daddy say that's all right. Continue to play your position, and we're going to have this old, what he say, this old B?
He said, oh, something.
Pay these attorney fees.
What he call her?
Because he definitely called her out her name.
Y'all.
Let me see what y'all talking about. Bridget said FeeFee's still stuck on Mackenzie.
I'm trying to figure out who he was.
Don't worry about Mackenzie.
We didn't talk about it. When she would come home on the weekend, we would talk.
Don't worry about Mackenzie.
I'm trying to figure out, did I meet Mackenzie?
You never met Mackenzie.
So I ain't never meet Mackenzie.
You didn't meet Mackenzie. Okay. Handsome guy. I just wasn't feeling him. And I was right. He wasn't no good. But that's basically what she was doing. She was doing the push-pull method. So Nesto playing mind games. She playing mind games too. So it's like who's zooming who. Okay. Let me see. Toya said he said old bra. Okay, thank you, Toya.
Old bra.
She said I heard old bra. Okay, thank you. So he basically saying let that old bra be the ATM. You give me that emotional support. You give me that sexual healing. We're gonna let this old bra get a Mini Cooper and keep putting money on my books and my attorney fees.
And don't be worried about what them folks talking about.
Don't be worried about it. Let this old broad focus on what she can focus on. And you focus on what you focus on. That's why he said, remember in previous class, folks need to learn how to what? Play their position. Right. And what did he say? He said, I'm locked up, but I'm still running things. And that what he said?
Yep.
He's still running things. He's still calling the play.
Yep. He said he's still dictating, locked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just disgusting.
Awful.
Just disgusting. I really wish Shirley just would have said, screw you. I'm getting me an apartment. I'm not finna be sleeping in nobody's guest bedroom. Mm-hmm. Like, screw you, figure it out.
He said the king is down.
Yeah, so it's the king. The king is down. The king is down.
Yes, Sanders.
Man down, man down.
That's what I said. That's why he said still locked up.
Yes.
Today.
Yes. Sonya said, I hope he never gets out. I hope so too. I hope so too.
Because that was awful, y'all. That call was awful.
Yes.
That was terrible. Just so disrespectful. Just so disrespectful to Shirley. Just terrible. And would get off the call and talk to Shirley. Like he ain't said none of that.
Like he ain't said nothing wrong. And then had the nerve to say, I hollered when he sat up and told this lie on the call, y'all. One thing I'm not finna do is come between somebody and their kids. I said, no, he did not. No, he did not. Fix his mouth to say, one thing I'm not going to do is become between somebody and their kids. Mm-hmm. My kids grown. They know what the F going on. You know, even though her little people, her little folks, they still acting like kids and they need to grow up. Yeah. You know, I'm not going to come between it. You absolutely came between them.
Talking about my kids old and dusty.
And that's why they don't come see you. That's why
sure old and dusty.
That's why they haven't pulled their resources together yet to get you out. That's what you get.
They old and dusty and working at McDonald's.
And they come from you.
Yes.
You they root. You are the tree in which those branches stem from.
There you go. Reflection of him.
Wow.
Oh, just terrible.
Yes.
Just terrible, y'all. That was an old call, but that was a good one.
Yes. This call from November of 2022. I mean, his hatred for Shirley was like, wow.
I got to get up out of here. And then he talked about not liking Christmas, the holidays. And Shirley loves stuff like that. So all the time that when he was out and with Shirley and she was making a big to-do over the holidays, he couldn't stand it.
Performative. Acting. Remember they used to take pictures every holiday season?
Yes.
She would say, happy holiday, everyone. It'd be a picture of her and her Nesto. Performative. And I think, like he said, you know, the reason he didn't care for holidays is because that's how you know he owed the country. Talking about the chain gang. When you on the chain gang, when you in jail, you know, holidays are just like another day. It's no big deal. Mm-hmm. And so he said they didn't never mean anything to me. So I don't judge other people who care about it, but they never mean anything. Mm-hmm. And you know, Sonya grew up.
That's because you always locked up and can't enjoy them.
Right.
Who fault is that?
Right. And that goes back to my point, being with people who you're equally yoked with.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
Being with people who like what you like.
Yes. Yes.
Instead of being with somebody that's secretly resenting you and having animosity towards you because you like what you like. It's like, well, why you around me? Go from away from me with that fake ish.
Yeah. He told you, yeah.
If it's like that, go on about your business. You ain't doing me no favors, not like you think you do.
Yeah. Tell her to get a mini coupe. That's all she need.
Yeah, that's all she need, a mini coupe. That's all her. He said that's all her ass need.
That's all she need. Go sit her ass down somewhere and stop listening to what these folk got to say out here. Go on, he get you a little mini coupe. That's all she needs. She don't need nothing else. Hey, I don't need her spending all that money and then she gonna have no money to pay my attorneys.
But you and Erica was ripping and running between Atlanta and Miami to rent out Rolls Royces and Bentleys. But you want her in a mini coupe. You driving around in some stolen Rolls Royces and Bentleys. But you want Shirley in a 2022 mini coupe.
Oh, I holler.
It's the audacity for me. These ninjas, they want to live high on your dime while you live below your means. But when he was out, it was all good, long as he benefited. But when he down bad,
Yeah.
He want her to sacrifice. Yeah, Sanders R23 talking about some law month to month took me out. Yeah, talking about I live month to month. That's what happens when you in jail. You learn to live month to month. I don't worry about that stuff long term.
And then when Dion told him to get the attorney that Young Thug had, and who else he said had the attorney? Young Thug had
And Trump.
Knowing
doggone well that he ain't got that type of money.
Dion said, "Now it gonna cost you some paper. It gonna run you. You gonna they don't even take no payment.
They don't
It's gonna
even
run it up.
no payment plan.
That Negro said, I don't care. What's his information?
I just need the bond.
I just need the bond.
So if that don't show you that this man did not love Shirley Strawberry, did not like Shirley Strawberry, he didn't care if he ruined her financially. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Draining her dry.
And everybody could see it, but unfortunately her at the time. He was draining her dry and did not give a, like, oh well, suck it up, run me my money. I really think Ernesto looked at Sonya and Shirley Strawberry like they were in his stable, like they was on his team. That's why I say we need to look into Lamont, because Lamont and Ernesto are one and the same. They both had that pimp mentality. They exploit women. They use women. And they look at women like they are their 304s instead of their companions or life partners.
Yeah. Yeah.
They only dealing with women if they can do something for them.
Yeah.
He used her.
He definitely used
Yeah,
her.
making big plans, Toya, with Shirley's money. My Ty said definitely. Yeah.
He said, Nesto said he ain't care nothing about that. How much did it turn? What's the information? What information? Give me the information.
Now, if this lady...
Dion say you can just Google his name. Baby, that's about to run that bill. He's about to change another attorney.
Yeah. Yeah. Commandant said he was going to get out and run. Sanders RN23 said, that is good, Sammie. Lamont and Nesto are the same. This was the first real call where the pimp gang was very strong. Very strong,
yes,
very direct, and very unapologetic. Y'all hit the like button, y'all. Don't forget to double tap the screen and like, or in the upper right hand corner, click on the 3 dots and hit the like button. Or if you're watching the replay, hey, what's up? Down below, hit the like button. Let me see. Queen Black said, I believe police are looking into Lamont. Heck, Nesto threatened to tell on him too. Okay. I need Fulton County to look into Lamont. I need Fulton County to look into Lamont, because I believe allegedly they was running girls. They had a ring.
You think so?
I believe that allegedly. They had a ring going on. Allegedly. I do. And what's so... And what make it so cold and so raw, it's like he telling Sonya to her face what type of dynamic she's in. And she just going along with it. That's why I'm like, how can you be a damn critical thinker when it comes to social issues and politics, but you can't be a critical thinker to see that a ninja is using you and pimping you? You so smart. But you can't see that?
She see it. She just want him. Sonya ain't got that much attention in 20 years.
And I hate that about some women. It's like they see a man do another woman wrong and they just delusional and think, oh, it'll never happen to me. No, bitch, it's getting ready to happen to you. And it's going to happen to you in an even worse way. Get ready. I just don't understand that. Like, she's that type of woman who thinks, oh, he wouldn't do me that way. He absolutely would do you that way.
She just glad to have the attention from somebody where she know where they at 24/7.
That's a good point, too. That's why, and a lot of times when you talk to women who intentionally date incarcerated men, that's one of the top reasons why they date the men, because they know where they're at.
She just glad to have some attention from somebody she know where they at.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she know if he was out on the street, it would not be like that way.
You remember when she said, I wouldn't hear from him.
She know. Hell, she said it. She said she was calling his phone and she was going straight to voicemail. Remember? She said, I was calling his phone. This was before she got sick and went in the hospital. And when they first started kicking it.
So she's using a push-pull method on Nesto. And our Nesto said, I'll pull your card and I'll raise you 5, and did the reverse Uno on her and said, well, if this is too much for you, then you can just go on about your life. You know, I don't, this is what it is. I don't want people around me that can't handle it. Either you can rock with it or you can't rock with it. Knowing that she was in too deep and she was too emotionally invested and she wasn't going nowhere.
And that's why he did it. That's why he said it, because he know.
That's why he said it.
Yeah, that's why he said it.
Let me see. Call me, darling. So I'm convinced Josh Jones did some talking. Sanders Iron23 said, this is why I think she stayed with Nesto. She knows exactly where he is every moment. Mind you, she gets upset if he does not call her at least 2 times a day. Yes, thank you, Belle Noir, for gifting a membership.
Thank you.
My Ty, you were gifted a membership by Belle Noir, so thank you. Call me down and said,
she's so sweet. Thank you.
What was he talking about, the chain gang? Oh, he was saying because you know he's so used to being on the chain gang, he lived month to month. And that's why he don't celebrate holidays, because holidays is just another day. He said being on the chain gang, being in jail, conditioned him to think that way. And so other people care about the holidays. You know, talking about Shirley. But it didn't mean nothing to him. It didn't mean nothing. Let me see. Hey, Belle Noir. Let me see. Monty said, now she is claiming she always wants to be a side chick.
Yeah, she said she don't really want to be in no relationship.
Yeah, now she's saying present day she don't want to be in a relationship because she know he not gonna act right. And that's why she said she would be open to being with a man who is seeing other women so long as he's forthcoming about it. She's basically settling and going against her values and going against herself and her own interests to appease this man. And I feel like every time you do that as a woman, you get burned. Every single time you go against your values, you go against your belief systems to appease a man, it never works out. I have never seen it work out for a woman. Every time you go against yourself, you dishonor yourself, you always pay the consequence. Always.
Yeah.
You can't cheat that. You can't.
Yep. When you don't put yourself first.
When you don't put yourself first. And I wish Shirley Strawberry would have put herself first. I wish she would have said to hell with that. He always locked up. He'll figure it up. He'll figure it out.
Yeah. She just thought this was going to be one of, you know, the times to get locked up.
Because he did not appreciate her at all. Let me see. Natasha said, what happened to all the rich white men in love with Sonya? Right. That's who she should have linked back up with. Because didn't Ninja one time about nothing. She maybe, Natasha, if she would have linked up with some of them rich YT men, she might have actually had a business in that RV by now. Okay, you would have had that business in that RV and your 2 little dogs traveling the world.
Yeah.
Queen Black said, my uncle used women up. I may have told y'all a woman finally made him sign a promissory note after giving him so much money, and he stole it back, married the whole time. Oh, Queen Black. Oh, Queen Black. That's the ish right there that make you want to end up on Snap. Queen Black. What your uncle did is why we got 57 seasons of Snap. That right there, Queen Black. That's why women is crashing out. The older I get, I see I see why Lynn Whitfield character did Martin Lawrence character what she did in A Thin Line Between Love and Hate, because it's stuff like that. Let me read that again. Queen Black said, my uncle used women up. I may have told y'all a woman finally made him sign a promissory note after giving him so much money, and he stole it back. Married the whole time.
He stole the promise.
We don't condone violence at the Sammie Nicole and FeeFee show, but that's the stuff that'll make you want to pow pow and ninja. That's what I'm talking about. Don't.
Yeah, that ain't funny though.
That's how ninjas end up on the
married the whole
time. That's how ninjas end up on the first 48. Playing like that. Playing like that.
We want to be loved so bad. It's sad though.
And
y'all.
it's natural to want to be loved and have companionship. I'm
yes.
not knocking nobody.
I'm not knocking it either. Y'all know on my Sensational Sunday I talk about it, but
it should never be at the expense of yourself. Never. Never.
Oh.
This Shirley, you know what? As much as we talk crap, you know, Shirley Strawberry wrote for her husband. Nobody can take that away. This lady sacrificed for this man. Slept in other people's guest rooms, slept on the air mattress, went without a car, her possessions, her belongings, you know, sacrificed her personal space, her peace for this man. And he talking about some that old broad can go get her 2022 Mini Cooper. Ride around Atlanta with it. Little bit of that Mini Cooper. I'm going to put the pictures of the Mini Cooper in the post for y'all. That's a cold piece of work right there. That's a cold piece of work right there.
Christian Dior shades on.
Yeah. And her nice clothes, having to climb up out of a Mini Cooper. Shout out to everybody that got a Mini Cooper. I'm sure they're great cars.
No, damn well Shirley wasn't getting no Mini Cooper.
And that's what Sonya said. She's not going to want to go from no G-Wagon to a Mini Cooper. Now, what he should have did is told her to get her 2022 Toyota Corolla for the camera. That's what he should have told her to do, fully loaded. That's how I know he ain't care about her ass. You gonna tell her to get a Mini Cooper as opposed to telling her to get a 2022 Toyota Camry or a Honda, 2022 Honda. That's how I know you don't care about her. Y'all, you can't make this up.
You know that Honda Civic is bad.
Okay, that Toyota Corolla or that Toyota Camry, it ain't nothing but a step below Lexus. They made by the same parent company.
Oh Lord, he should have told her to get one of them instead. That was an insult.
That was an insult. Tell that lady to get a Mini Cooper when you know a 2022 Toyota Corolla, Toyota Camry, or 2022 Honda Civic would be better for her.
He said she can get an old ass in that
Mini Cooper. That's how I know he didn't care about her.
He did.
Yes, Toya, them Toyotas and Hondas last forever. It do. And also, for those of us who are, you know, financially savvy, or, you know, we don't, you know,
y'all ain't right.
We prioritize how we spend our money. We're not cheap, but we're savvy, right? With our finances, we're responsible, right? The maintenance on Toyotas and Hondas are very reasonable. You know, I don't know what maintenance will look like with, you know, upcoming tariffs and with under this new administration, but to maintain a Honda or a Toyota is very reasonable price wise, you know. So that's what I'm saying. If he really cared about her, he would have told her to get a Toyota or a Honda 2022 brand new, fully loaded. You know, and she could have paid that off and then got back into the G-Wagon. You know what I'm saying? If you really cared about her, you would have taught her how to move, but this man didn't care about her. He didn't care. And he didn't care what she rode around in. He didn't care. Bridget knows I miss my Honda. Shout out to Toyota and Honda. Natasha said, Shirley gonna ride Stevie Harvey around in the Mini Cooper, baby. Steve can't get in no Mini Cooper. He be like, what the hell is this, Shirley? looking at her crazy. Could you imagine her pulling up to the event in her Mini Cooper? Coming up to the red carpet event. Hey, woman, I'm well. Just a mess. Sanders RN23 said, and dude, my Honda Pilot lasted me for years. Period, sis.
Yeah,
if he really cared about her, that would have been the most sensible or reliable, type of cars for her to get.
Yeah.
Queen Black said, my Camry lasted forever. Yes, ma'am. My Ty said, BMW makes Mini Cooper.
Okay.
She don't care. She don't care, but he should have. He didn't care about that lady.
He didn't.
He didn't care about her. And when he said old broad, he meant it. How you gonna marry somebody older than weaponize it against them? He's trash. He's just trash. Sanders RN23 said Mini Cooper started at like 28 to 40,000. I can't see Shirley in nothing like that at all. No, because she's not trying to pull up to a red carpet event like that. Yeah, CCB said her red bottoms in the Mini Cooper. I know that's right. Okay, just a mess. Let me see what all y'all saying. Toy said Marjorie would never let Steve get in a Mini Cooper. The paparazzi would have a field day. Yes. Just awful. He didn't care. And basically, when he was talking about the car, he was basically trying to say, like, get your mind right. You worried about this foo-foo stuff, this petty stuff. You need to focus on supporting me and making sure I'm good. Stop prioritizing yourself for 5 minutes and focus on me. Sacrifice for me. You can go without for me. That's basically what he was trying to say.
Exactly.
That's what he was trying to imply. You can go without for me. Stop worrying about being comfortable and maintaining a certain lifestyle. This is grind time. And that's why he gravitates towards Sonya. Because Sonya doesn't mind going without to appease him. Where Shirley is like, yeah, she's making sacrifices, but she's complaining. Sonya is making sacrifices and not complaining. And that's what he wanted from Shirley. He ain't want to hear all that complaining. He ain't want to hear all that mouth. He like, shut up and do what I need you to do. Soldier up. Toughen up, Buttercup. And I just hate that how there's always the expectations for black women to just bunker down and be that ride or die and just weather the storm and carry everybody on our back.
Yeah.
And just suck it up. Don't complain. Just hold it down. Yeah. Hold it down. And when you dealing with low value men like that, they tend to subscribe to that type of ideology. And that's why you have to be careful when you meeting men. You really have to figure out where their mindset is at. You really do. Yeah, my side said, but this was not her first ride with him. No, it wasn't. And that's probably another reason my side why he was annoyed with her. He probably felt like she should have, been built up by now. Like, roll with it. This is not my first bid you've done with me.
Yeah.
It's just like, wow. Wow.
Y'all. Yeah, this call was a lot.
It was a lot.
It was a lot.
And telling her, watch your mouth. He was telling Sonya, like, taper your feelings. Get out your feelings. Yes, Dr. Charles said exactly. They expect us to be their mule. Absolutely. Absolutely. And Shirley was whining too much. Oh, this. Remember on the previous calls, he was mocking her whining? Like, I don't want to hear that ish. I don't want to hear that ish. And then another thing, this is completely unrelated, but why every time Sonya give him some news about somebody passing away or getting locked up, the first thing he say is, for real? Like he know them personally or something.
Right.
Like he heard man down the street, we used to go to school with, passed away the other day. Like, really? For real?
For real?
For real? Damn. Just annoying. Let me see what y'all saying. Toya said Nesto told Sonya to get your mouth right, and she still hasn't gotten it right to this day. Not at all.
She ain't trying to get it right.
And you know, she was just so turned on. She was so turned on by him checking her. Like, you can tell she likes that. Let me see. Dr. Charles said every time she tried to express her feelings, he would say, stop talking. Yes. Yes. Call me down and said, I'm waiting for him to say who got the body. Right. Like he knew Irene Carr personally. For real. Tasha said Nesto doesn't give at all. That's why his kids and siblings don't call. And I don't blame them.
Mm-hmm.
Now that we know more about who he is and his personality, if I was his child, y'all, I wouldn't fool with him either. I'd let him rot right where he at. I'm going to just be honest.
Mm-hmm.
I would let his rot.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's a user. And you never really know. He's just not a genuine person. You know, everybody in his life he used. And did y'all catch that shade he was throwing at Lamont on that call? Mm-hmm. When he was like, and people talking about some, you know, they can't get to the phone, or they moving around and they can't get to it, and that's why they not picking up, or they got this going on. Man, that's the oldest trick in the book. I know about that. That's the oldest trick in the book. People talking about some, they ain't answering the phone because they don't know who the call coming from. Man, that's the oldest trick in the book. So, you know, he talk about everybody.
Everybody can get it with Nesto. Everybody.
And that's probably another reason people like,
Yeah. Everybody can get it. Mm-hmm.
And that's why everybody leaving you where you at.
Mm-hmm.
Talking some, oh wait, I read that. So he said Nesto went from one extreme to the next. He was all over the place with the cussing, the rambling, and checking Sonya. Baby, that letter she sent him, I'm writing you a 4-page letter. And I'm writing with a kiss. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That 4-page letter that she sent him, that had him in his feelings. He was like, not my starting player, not my bottom B about to leave me. Whoa, bring it back. I need you.
Yeah.
Cause my other one, my old broad, she freaking out. So I need you to keep your head in the game and stay focused. Cause I can't depend on my old broad to handle my business. She tweaking. So I need you. Just disgusting.
And her putting it on Shirley.
How dare she try to check Shirley? As a black woman, you have to stand by a black man, and when he goes through stuff,
it's her responsibility. You are her responsibility.
And that's why they act the way they act.
Mm-hmm.
Because you got ignorant pick-me's like that.
Yes.
Who are male-centered and who believe in sacrificing themselves for men who don't deserve it.
Yes.
He don't deserve it. It's one thing if you have a good man by your side that you know ride for you and will go to the ends of the earth for you, but he's not that type of man. Mm-mm. So why would I sacrifice for a man that don't give about me, who will leave me for DEAD? Why would I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Because you so desperate and anxious to have somebody. So he said the start of that letter. So he said Nessa only read the first couple of sentences and went to the phone to fire Sonya up. She was on the BS from the start of that letter. My Ty said, how about Sonya wrote a letter with a cover letter? Yes. Yeah. Virtuous Center said, Bones be tripping. She is super jealous of Shirley. Very.
Very.
That was like, that's competition.
Mm-hmm.
That's her competition. So whatever she can do to make her look unappealing and make her look bad in the eyes of Nesto while she boosts herself up, of course she gonna take it. So of course she gonna keep taking shots at Shirley. Of course.
Yeah.
CCB said, I think I would be pissed though if someone wrote me a jail letter with a cover sheet. So he said, Nesto dodged everybody on this call. His kid, he dogged everybody on this call. His kids, Sheridan, Sonya, Daryl, Lamont, and Shirley. He was on demon time. Yes. I said, not him calling out Lamont. Calm me down and said, all he read was the title. Sanders RN23 said he deserves everything he gets. The letter was a text Houston Foodie posted it on her page. Yeah, and phone calls from prison had another text at the end. Yep. Mm-hmm. Virtual Center said Nesto always getting stank when Dion is on the line. Other times he just agrees with her. Yes. Yes. My tie said exactly. That's why nobody rocks with him. Yes. Just a mess, y'all. Woman of Wealth said, a guy I was dating years ago told me to gas up my car and he would pay me back. He was too slow. I located him and chased him in the car. He drove through somebody's yard. I drove through it too. Not him saying he was going to gas up my car and he would pay me back. Told me to gas up my car. Child. She said
I was getting my money back.
Yes. Yes. A hot mess. I don't blame you, girl. Natasha said men are here to protect women, not the other way around. Agree. Right. I agree. Yes, they are here to protect and provide. If you want to talk about the order.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And if you want to be running plays from jail, then Ninja, you need to pay the cost to be the boss.
Ain't had no money.
Okay.
None.
Toy something. I'm scared of some of y'all. We got some real G's. We
got some real G's. Y'all beautiful. Smart, witty, intelligent,
and some gangsters.
And
we love it. Real recognize real. Real recognize real. Hey, Glorious Love. Real recognize real. Yes. Y'all please hit the like button, y'all. Double tap the screen. Or in the upper right hand corner, click on the 3 dots, hit the like button. Or down below, if you're watching the replay, hit the like button. So they said y'all be hiding behind the education and wisdom. All y'all pray. Hey, sometimes you gotta let it out. What Kendrick say? Sometimes you gotta pop out and show a ninja. Sometimes you gotta pop out and show a ninja. You gotta pop out and show a ninja. Sometimes people would test you a gangster. Toya said, myself included. Woman Will said, yes, he asked me that over the phone, and I was going to see him later. I saw him all right. We don't play about the change. I know that's right. Woman of Wealth said, Ninja, run me my money. Run me my money.
I bet she tried that dance with you.
I know that's right. I bet you he learned that day.
You learned him something.
She learned him something. Woman of Wealth said, money. 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 Woman of Wealth said, run it. Run it. Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes. She said, run it. I don't blame her. I don't blame you.
Y'all don't blame you.
I don't blame you. Okay. Glorious Love said, you better say that again for the people in the back. Yes. Yes.
Oh, boy.
Yes.
Y'all a mess.
Yes, y'all. So that's what we thought about the call, y'all. Any other thoughts that y'all had about the call? I mean, Nesto was putting down that big pimping. Big pimping. And Sonya was just eating that up.
Yeah.
Like, yes, he loved me. I'm the first thing he think about. I'm the only one.
We had our first morning fight. You heard what he told her. How you feel about your rollover first morning argument?
Playing into the facade of them being in an actual relationship.
Yep.
Glorious Love said, B better have my money, okay? Mm-hmm. Sanders RN23 said, my sides are hurting between that money song and you reading like our ass can't take it, baby. Okay. Okay.
Yes.
Oh my goodness,
Yes.
y'all. That call was something else. My side said spending Shirley's G's. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thank God.
And counting them and spending them.
Yes. Thank God she is no longer with him. Because if they were still together, baby, he would have been running through that 5 M's over 5 years.
Yes.
Running. She probably still be in Tosh's house or back in Tosh's house if they were still on good terms.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So happy she not with him no more.
I'm glad she not with him.
That man was gonna bleed her of all of her funds. He did not care. He said that old broad can ride in a Mini Cooper to hell. That cold. He cold.
Telling her what to buy with her money.
With her money. That's a cold
he was
piece of
buying
work.
nothing.
It wasn't like he was buying. One like he was providing. Y'all, put yourselves first. Ain't nothing wrong with being in love. Ain't nothing wrong with my man. I'm sticking beside him. But please put yourself first. That's another lesson in love. Put yourself first. And date on your level. To hell with what they say when we say that as black women. Date on your level.
At your pace. Who was that? They told me that. I think it was.
And at your pace.
At your pace. Woman of Wealth or Empress. Somebody told me that. Date at your pace. That was good advice.
Yes.
Yeah.
Toya said, how can you let a man control and pimp you from a jail cell? Sonya is pathetic. Like, just the type of mental control that somebody has to have over you. And you allow them. You know, and she was conflicted. You know, she was having internal conflict with herself because her womb, that discernment, that gut feeling was saying, get up out of this, Sonya. Get up out of this. But she was so caught up in her feelings and her emotions, she got pulled back in, but she knew this is not good for me. This does not serve me. I deserve better. Just constantly at war. Sonya is a woman that's constantly at war with herself. She is constantly battling herself internally. She has a lot of internal conflict going on. And then on top of that, she don't like herself. And two, I'll even be so bold to say she don't trust herself. And when you don't like yourself, you don't trust yourself, and you're always at odds with yourself and within yourself, this is how you find yourself in situations like this. So she know better, but she's choosing not to do better. Let me see. Period said, no, he would have ran over it instantly. She would have been borrowing against it to keep up.
Yes.
Sanders RN23 said Nesto was not a provider. Not at all. And lied and said he was the head of household and he paid bills. Boy, please. Natasha said, I think Nesto will put a life insurance policy on Shirley. Hell yeah.
For sure.
Faux show. Faux show, Natasha. He would take out probably a multi-million-dollar life insurance policy. Yeah. It'd be a real Lifetime movie going down. I hate to say it. Queen Black said, I think he was going to take all of her money and cash in an insurance policy. Yeah. Woman of Wealth said, I haven't heard the call yet. I'm nervous to hear it. Sounds horrible. It's horrible. So prepare yourself, Woman of Wealth. It's basically like a pimp, likened to a pimp talking to his bottom B when she get out of line. And he helping her get back on track and get her mind right. While he got one of his older bottom B's, because Shirley was once the bottom B. The bottom B in the pimp game is usually the main chick. That's usually the chick that he starts off with when he's first coming up in the pimp game, or the one that he trusts and he loves.
Bottom B. You gonna have them people in our comments.
Whatever. Anyway, I'm not calling her that, and I'm not calling her an old bra. I'm just using his words. I'm just using his words. If they can't comprehend that, then hell, go on. Y'all gonna like the old folks say, go on then. Go on. Go on. We told y'all this ain't for the faint heart. If you sensitive, don't come over here. Don't bring yourself around here if you sensitive. If you easily offended, don't come over here. Don't come over here. Okay? I feel like we done fought enough about that. Them folk know what they dealing with when they tune into the Sammie Nicole and FeeFee show. Them folk know what they dealing with when they press the notification or they watch the replay from the Sammie Nicole FeeFee show. Them folk, y'all know what y'all dealing with. Them folk know. Okay? Them folk know. They better not come up here starting that mess. Them folk know. Okay? Let me finish these comments. We're going to go ahead and let y'all go. Because I know some people haven't heard the call yet. My Ty said she should have listened.
Yeah.
Sanders Iron23 said, oh, this is good. The internal conflicts are apparent. It explains why she is a walking contradiction. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. How you say, and just another example I'm throwing out there. When she did the interview with Manny, how you say you Muslim, but then you pray for somebody? You say you say you grew up Muslim and you're now an atheist, and then you turn around and pray for somebody. That once again, you're going against your morals, your values, your belief system. Mm-hmm. Which one is it? Natasha said Sonya should not trust herself. She is dumb. My Ty said, I hope one day she builds up her self-esteem. I hope so too. Before she transitions out of this life, and that may be a part of her life lesson in this life, to evolve. And unfortunately, it doesn't seem like she's evolving.
Somebody said that in our comments. That was one of the reasons why she was, her life was spared.
Yeah.
Somebody put that in our comments.
There's a certain lesson, certain task she needs to fulfill before she transitions.
That's exactly what they said.
Yeah, I can see that. Sanders Iron23 said, oh, I almost choked on my water at Natasha. Toya said, we call them like we see them. Toya said, I'm just playing, don't come for me. Bless Love said, quack like a duck. CCB said, if Nesto were to get out, it wouldn't be long before the police were called for a domestic dispute involving Sonya and Nesto allegedly. We said that too on previous shows, CCB.
Because in this call, it sounded like he would have jacked her up by her little, he would have did one. The way he was talking to her, this wasn't far.
And allegedly, I think that in arguments or disagreements with Shirley, I think that I don't know if he put his hands on her. I don't know. But I definitely feel like allegedly he may have used his physical presence to intimidate her in arguments.
Yeah.
Yeah. He just takes me as that type of man, allegedly. Woman of Wealth said, well, Shirley did say she spent all her money on him. She just wasn't on the track making money. Now Sonya's turning her little coin purse upside down, shaking it. You right. She spent all she gave daddy her money.
She say it's easy to support a man in jail.
And Sonya is committed to doing the same.
She said that's light work.
Yeah.
Y'all worried about what she said? That's light work.
Yeah, he was using pimp tactics on those women. It's disgusting and it's predatory.
So Sonya don't have a problem with it. That's what she gonna do.
Yeah.
She said that on Manny Call.
Sonya is the type of chick that want to get down with the pimping. What somebody said in our previous live, she was choosing. She was choosing. That's why she said, when I first met you, I thought you were a pimp. She's attracted to that type of mentality. Glorious Love says she almost 60, so hopefully she learns soon.
Hopefully.
Queen Black says she will not change. Yeah. So if y'all haven't listened to that call, listen to it. It's disgusting. It is.
It is, y'all.
It's just sad. It's like some men, they don't want to see women do well, especially if they can't benefit from it. And that's just disgusting. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous. That is so dangerous. They don't want to see women, especially not no black woman, do well. If you an uppity black woman, you're used to a certain lifestyle, oh baby. You got some men out here who feel like, how dare that black live well or expect the best. If I had to struggle and get out in the mud, then you should too. Humble yourself. And that's basically how Nesto felt. Like, who are you?
Yeah.
I can ride around in that Mini Cooper. You'll be all right.
You don't need all that.
You don't need all that. The way it's going out here in these streets, this ain't the time to be riding around in something nice. Yeah. Gloria Love said, I'm sorry, pimps know how to form words.
Let it flow.
Yeah.
He was letting it flow.
Big pimp energy on this call.
But if you weak minded, you'll fall for it like her. He was making her feel like she was special.
and like and gaslighting her, making her feel like she
Yes.
was tripping. It was almost like she was taking on a more of an apologetic tone. Like, did you even read it? Like, oh my God, no, I just don't know what to say. Did you read it? Did you read it? Let me see. Sanders RN23 says, sad at Queen Black. I hope she changes for the better. I can't imagine the impression she is leaving on the baby and the granddaughter. Yes. Yes. Just awful. But yeah, y'all. So that's all we got. We just wanted to come and talk to y'all about that call. Call y'all real quick. Because he was something else, baby. Yep. He was something else. He was something else. No, doggone well, Shirley ain't had no money to hire nobody. No big time attorney like that.
He said, what's the information? What's the information? Give me the
He didn't care. He didn't care. He was like, she'll figure it out. She'll make it enough. What's his name? I just need a bond. Mm-hmm. Put yourself first, y'all.
And ain't got a bond. He got a bond, but he couldn't bond out.
Okay, Queen Black said ASAP not guilty. Okay.
Okay, he was found not guilty. All right,
Rihanna must make that call to Barbados. Had them workers make that thing shake. I know that's right. I know that's right. I know that's right. Thanks for the update, Queen Black. We appreciate that.
He can go home with the baby.
Yes, he can go home with the little baby. Riot and Rue, Ryan and Ribbon. I don't know, baby. They cute though. All right, y'all. That's all we got. We ain't got no more. If you have not already, please double tap the screen to like, or in the upper right hand corner, click on the 3 dots and hit the like button, or down below, hit the like button if you're watching a replay. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and joining us on this Tuesday pop-up show. If you haven't watched the call that phone calls from prison dropped tonight, between Nesto and Sonya and Dion, and Nesto and Sonya getting into their first couples argument, like their high school teenage love child with the matching outfit. Please watch it and then come back, watch this live again, or just leave a comment in the comment section and let us know what you think. All right. Yeah. With that being said, we love you guys so much. Have a great night. Hey. We'll see y'all later on this week. Okay. Bye, y'all. Hey, Ruthie. Have a great night, y'all. We appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Peace.
Bye, y'all.
Peace.
Y'all go watch my video.
Yes, watch her video. She's telling her business. The link to her channel is in the description. Yes, Queen Black, the matching outfits. Y'all know how we used to do it back in the day. A teenage love. A teenage love. Don't me away. Let me look. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.